Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, glory, highest honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, Hakadosh, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect of Hebrew Israelites. This brother Araka coming back with another lesson. Okay? Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings of the Lord, how can a man then understand his own way? Okay. Proverbs 16 and 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord Yahweh directed his steps. Okay, and why I read these two scriptures is Apostle Paul said he's not concerned of the things of the past, but he's reaching into the things of the future. Let me see if I can find that as well and some context. Yes, in some moments you may question that, hey, did this situation go how it was supposed to? The answer is yes. Why? Because the Most High is in control of everything. Now, if it's something that you have bad conscience about, it means that you cannot justify it by saying, yeah, the Most High made me do it, so let me just keep on doing it like this. No, you have to then pretty much humble yourself that that was the lot that you were taken to walk in that instance, and you have to pray for better spirit pretty much. Yeah, in order to avoid the same kind of situations. And then on a lighter note, if it's some situation that is not super heavy, but you are questioning, yeah, was it the right way, was it the wrong way? Most likely then it was the right way that it was, because you was not you didn't do anything wrong concerning breaking the law. Okay, so you just wondered, hey, maybe it could have gone this other way, but hey, the scriptures say what we just read, man's goings of the Lord. Okay, so in that situation you can examine the situation, how you would see it the most beneficial in the future for it to go. And when I say beneficial, you should only look from the point of view of this truth. Does it make you more have more spirit in this truth? Okay, abundant spirit towards Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, is it something that could improve yourself in the sight of the Lord, or perhaps could it be a negative effect? Okay, so, but then if it's something that is you have bad conscience about, and is going off, is something that you're not supposed to be doing, then you just have to pray about it and move forward. As it says here, Philippians 3:12, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. What this is saying, not to put too much emphasis on the past, and to be a prisoner of the past, and also to let not only your sins weigh you down, but also your thoughts weigh you down, because that's what it says in 2nd Ezra 14 and 15. But let me start from 14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. So this is not the time to be on a weak mode, man, on that pure weakness, man. That's BS. Okay, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from this time. So if it's in a level of thoughts that are trying to weigh you down, you have to not give too much attention to it. You can examine it, see how you wish to move forward, and then move forward, as it says. Apostle Paul, beautifully said, reaching forth unto those things which are before. This is the most beneficial way for us. What is our mission? What are we here to do? Is it just some hanging out? Is it just to live a life out here, or is it to serve the Most High? Be lead our life as a sacrifice for the Most High and work towards our salvation and the kingdom. This is the price. This is the treasure that it speaks about in Matthew chapter 13. That pearl. Also Matthew chapter 6 verse 19 to 21. Our treasure is in heaven. It's talking about the kingdom. So this is not our rest. You see. So you have to be keeping these things in mind. Okay, the prophecies are popping. There was just a huge death toll, earthquake in Afghanistan, over 2K people dead. Which earthquakes is mentioned in 2nd Ezra, okay, in Matthew 24, as these end time signs, and the scoffers and unbelievers are going to say that the end is not going to come, but the scriptures say that. Look at the time of Noah. What happened then? That was a huge event. And the similar kind of event is going to happen now, but greater, because you're going to have Yahushai arrive. You're going to have the nuclear missiles, you're going to have the chariots, the angels. It's going to be unbelievable. But it's going to be real. You're not going to have any choice but to believe it, because it's going to be in your face. So other than that, examine the things of the past, if it's beneficial for this truth or not. And if it's, beneficial to be over-examining those things, at some point you have to say, I'm moving on, as Apostle Paul says here, just leaving them things behind. And then how you can, move from here, how you can improve as a man of the Lord from here. Okay, as a spiritual warrior of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. So this was super quick one. Lord willing, this was edifying. It's on to the next one. Shalom.